Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining. And my intention for Self Care Sunday in general is to share some practices that are related to self care. And last time we were sharing about the mind, body, and breath. And this time we are talking about sleep, rest, and recovery. And in the last session also, we had mentioned something about how is our existence in this mind, body, and breath according to the yoga philosophy. So according to yoga philosophy, there are 5 layers, the Pancha Koshas. So there is this physical body, which is Annamaya Kosha. Then there is this breath, which is actually powerhouse of all the other things. Annamaya Kosha and Pranamaya Kosha is the second layer. Then we have the emotional body, which is the Manomaya Kosha, which is very reactive in nature. So any emotion come and there's an immediate reaction, an immediate instinct from inside. And then there is Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is a little more decision-making power, a response rather than a reaction. And then there is the Anandamaya Kosha, which is the blissful body. Now, all of these layers of our existence are present. It's not like you have to work from your Annamaya Kosha and then go up to the Anandamaya Kosha. All of them are present. You are always breathing. Maybe where there is less energy, or like if you're breathing shallow, there is some less energy that you are able to absorb through your breath. But through pranayam practices, you are able to absorb really a good amount of energy that can power through all of these koshas. Or Annamaya Kosha also determines some aspect of how you are, like how good is your intake of food, is it healthy, is it unhealthy, and again, healthy is very much I should say subjective. Like if you are dealing with a particular health issue, healthy for you would mean something else. Let's say some people say that drinking milk is great. Everyone should drink milk, but some people are not able to digest milk, so it's not great for everyone. So it can depend on person to person. It can depend on your body type. And so like I'll come back to sleep now, and there is a rhythm of sleep. There's a circadian rhythm. And all of the rhythms in the body, like let's say the rhythm of digestion of food, which is at its peak in the afternoon, because there is a rhythm of the sun in the outside world as well, and there is a rhythm of fire within the body as well. Similarly, there is a rhythm of sleep. So everyone is going to sleep, like all the animals, the entire planet is going to sleep. And the same thing with our body, human body as well. So it is easiest for us to feel that yawning and that lethargy in the evening. And when we are overstimulated during that time, the mind is active, especially when the lights are off, when the sunlight is gone and there is a bright light in the room, or your phone or your screen, you're watching something and your mind is overstimulated, then you may have trouble sleeping. That's my experience as well. So there was a period of 1.5 months that I was not actually able to sleep very well. And through some reading, researching, and learning, I applied some of these things and I was able to understand that, okay, in the evening, I need to be bored actually, like really bored, no stimulation.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ritika, I'm not able to hear you.
Okay. Uh, I am still connected. Are you able to hear me,
Yeah,
Ashish?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So I was saying that I've applied some of these things and I've noticed that in the evening, when I'm really bored and I'm allowing myself to have less thoughts, so I'm actually able to rest. So I'm allowing myself to um, Like the screens are off. I'm not looking at the screens much. I am not in a space where there is a bright light, so that my body can receive that it is a night time and the body needs to go to sleep. So I was talking about the rhythms. So there is a rhythm according to Ayurveda also, the rhythms of Vat, Pitta, and Kapha, right? There is a Vat, Pitta, Kapha rhythm during the day as well. And around 6 to let's say 10 p.m. is the rhythm of Kapha. So if you increase your Kapha during that time, you will have a better sleep. You'll be able to go to sleep easier. So there is one more example. Purnima ji, one of my Ayurveda mentors, she has shared that there was a lady that she had problems sleeping easily, and then she made food that was kapha dominant, that had a lot of carbs, that had a lot of ghee, and they were able to sleep that night very easily. That was just a one short thing. But you can't do that every day. You can't have a high calorie, high kapha meal every night, you know. So there are many other aspects to this as well. So one thing I've already mentioned, the mind needs to be less stimulated during this period when you're ready to sleep. You're allowing your mind to, go through the thoughts and then, be bored and not look at the screen and not get overstimulated. So that's the aspect of the mind. The other aspect is of the body. So you're existing in this mind, body, breath system, but how much are you able to really work through the body? How much are we moving? How much are we running? Are we really exhausting the body that the body demands that rest? So this is also something that I've noticed recently when I went like for a trek, and it was a very, very big trek towards the mountains and then down and then up and then like very like within the first week of me being in Himachal. And that night the sleep was very deep because I was actually very tired and the body really needed that rest. So there is a cycle here also, if you can see that there's an exhaustion period and then there is a rest period. And the rest period is needed. So you can use some of these techniques or some of these rhythms, like understanding your rhythm of your body. That and if you're really exhausting the body will actually ask for that rest. And if you don't give that rest after exhaustion, then again there will be some health concerns. There may be some if it's different for everyone how they cope up, but it's necessary. The rest is really necessary. So this was some of the sharing that I have about my experience with how I came back to a good sleep. There's one more thing that it's not easy to allow yourself to be less stimulated or like not have screens or not have phones. So what has worked for me is that I pick up a book, and that becomes like mind has something to engage or something to read, and then while reading you would automatically feel, or I actually automatically felt that this is giving me some stimulation, but at the same time this is also relaxing. So there is some imagination aspect of reading and then imagining that world, but at the same time the mind is calming down and going to sleep easily. So this is what I have about sleep, and please feel free to share if you guys
Yeah,
want to.
I also tried that book thing, and that really worked because I don't know, like when we were in school and colleges, like we used to have exams, and then we were just reading and we feel sleepy. So
Yes.
probably I don't know if that is the something to do that with that. So I started one book, and then after a few like 4 or 5 pages, then I felt my eyes were tired or I felt sleep. So I had a good sleep. And another thing is like regarding the sleep, I read or I think through some session, someone told me that there are different modes in sleep. You
Mm-hmm.
go when you start sleeping, like first 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you are in a first mode. Then
Mm-hmm.
second, then you go into the deep mode,
Deep
like
sleep.
deep sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So something, yeah, yeah. That.
Yeah, then there is this rapid eye movement that is being tracked,
Ah,
or some people also track the brain waves, like
yeah.
alpha, beta brain
Right,
waves,
right.
and how
Yeah,
relaxed the mind is during
yeah,
sleep.
yeah. And there is some watch as well. Like you just put on, and then it will tell you the quality of sleep you had
Yes,
last night.
yes, yes.
Something like
Yes.
that.
So interesting about sleep. One of the participants in our retreats, Yasmin, she's from Mumbai, and she shared that she only has through her watch only she was able to share some data that she only has 2 hours of deep sleep in the night while she sleeps for 7.5 hours or 8 hours, and so she practiced Reiki with us and she learned Reiki. So she did the practice for 21 days of self healing, and her deep sleep has increased up to 4 hours. So that's something that she has personally shared with us. And like, I've never had that kind of sleep related problem, or I've not recognized that as a problem. So I've never tracked that. But that can be a really good exercise for you to also continue to track. This is something Nitesh also wanted to share today, that track your sleep, like how, when do you sleep, when do you go to bed, when do you get up generally, and when is the time that you get a really good sleep, recognizing that, and being aware of your sleep patterns. And Vipin, you also mentioned this, and Ashish also mentioned about dreams, that sleeping as if there were no dreams, and like you slept like a log, or having dreams, and does that affect the quality of sleep? So, um, here also I have one experience to share, that in October 23, I did a Vipassana session, like a 10-day Vipassana. And 3 months after that was the first time I had a sleep that was with dreams. So only when I had a sleep with dreams, I recognized that I was sleeping without dreams for this whole period, 2 3 months. So during this period, I even after Vipassana, I was practicing Vipassana in the morning, 1 hour in the evening also, and the sleep was very good. Like, I did not actually recognize it was better sleep, or I was sleeping actually less hours also. I was sleeping 5 or 6 hours of in the night. I was waking up early as well. But this is also one of the experiences that the meditation practice allowed me to have a shorter sleep without feeling that I am lethargic, or without feeling tired, uh, while having less hours of sleep. And they also say that Yoga Nidra practice, when you are actively relaxing the body and going into a dream-like or a lucid dreaming-like state, like you are alert, but your body is very relaxed. Like, your awareness is completely with your mind, body, breath system, but you are very, very relaxed in the body. So through the Yoga Nidra practice also, relaxation and recovery and healing is very nice. Like, it's very effective. They say that 1 hour of Yoga Nidra is equivalent to 4 hours of sleep. They also say that. I mean, I don't know how they would compare this, but that's what I've heard Yoga Nidra practitioners saying. So yeah, this was some of my experience.
And what is this yoga nidra? When we do meditate, and then we just lie down and calm down, all our entire body is relaxed. So
Yeah,
is
so
that
basically
yoga?
it's by Bihar School of Yoga. Swami Nityanand
Okay.
Saraswati ji shares this practice where you are basically in Shavasana. You're completely
Yeah, that's right.
relaxing the body. You're
Yeah.
focusing on some part, like scanning the body one part at a time, tightening and relaxing the body. And then
Hmm.
there is some more practice. You go deeper and deeper. You start with your physical body. You feel the ground that is touching the body,
Yeah.
and feeling lighter and heavier. And like there are some guided levels of it to ultimately be completely alert and present, but the
Hmm.
body is not moving at all. It is
Okay.
very relaxed. The word that they use is shithil hai, body completely shithil hai. So that means it is
Mm-hmm.
not moving, it is at peace, and it is in the ultimate relaxation.
Yeah.
It's a step by step process. It's a guided thing, which once you
Yeah.
learn, you can do it by yourself. And I hope that if we have time, I would like to share the Yoga Nidra practice today as well.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good. I just wanted to share one funny incident. Like I attended one yoga session, and
Yes,
then we just lie down on the mat, and then like you, I think you also did last time. You focus on each body part and then relax
right,
that body part.
right.
And after this full thing, like from head to toe, and I went to the deep sleep, and I was snoring, and there was all the other participants, and then I woke up, and it was so embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt so relaxed, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it happens a lot during the yoga retreats as well, and especially healing retreats where people really need that relaxation.
yeah, yeah,
Before going into any meditative states, you can't go with the body that may have some tension in it. You may have
that's
some,
right.
mind. So you need relaxation first, actually. So when you're relaxed, only then you can be present with that relaxation, and you'll be aware. So that happens a lot in retreats as well. Sometimes that's what is needed by the body. Like the body needs to rest and sleep more. One time after a meditation session, there was this Iranian guy. He slept for 4 hours in the afternoon after the meditation session. So that's what he needed. That kind of relaxation is something he needed at that time. And that's completely okay.
So I have a question
Yes.
regarding the food rhythms.
Yes,
So,
yes.
like what I've done over the past 2 weeks, I think, is that I've stopped taking any carbs after 6 p.m. Like I do take some light stuff, like it could be fruits, it could be oats sometimes or omelette, but not like roti or chawal.
Okay.
6 बजे के बाद.
ठीक है.
And like in Beir, until 4 days back, my dinner would happen around five o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of impact that could have, like having light dinner or,
Hmm.
or maybe having dinner early,
Hmm.
what kind of impact that could have over sleep?
Hmm. So it depends on lifestyle, it depends on your body type also, and it also depends on the rhythm outside, like what is the season outside.
Mhm.
Um, for a Vipassana sadhak, I know that they have very light food. Like I
Right.
remember that we used to have just very some tea or some very light meals in the 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. in the evening. And I remember that during Vipassana it was very difficult to go to sleep also. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it was a difficult time to focus only inside. There's no other stimulation outside during the day as well.
Mhm.
So um, that can have an impact on sleep. That can definitely have an impact on sleep, but it depends on what practices that you're doing and what is the intention of doing them. And if
Mhm.
you have generally a meditative lifestyle, like during Vipassana also, you are actually not doing much with the body. You're not exhausting the body. So that can have an impact. But like I said, that was one of case where 6 or 7 p.m., around 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., there is uh, on the outside or the season or the time of the day that has a domination of kapha, which is
Yeah.
um, which actually means lethargy, shanti, peace, relaxation, and beauty also. But basically, kapha will invite that relaxation. हम कहते हैं ना नींद आती है. So you're
Mhm.
preparing yourself for that sleep. that can have an impact, but at the same time I don't recommend for you to have a high calorie or ghee rich diet in the evening.
Mhm. ठीक
uh,
है. Yeah, I think because my body constitution is also pitta is
hmm,
dominant. So,
hmm,
like for example, I'm feeling hungry right now. So
yeah,
simply because, I mean, I kind of took light dinner, and at the same time, I feel the hungriest in the like around 8 to 10 or sometimes 11. It depends. Like if I haven't taken my meal in the morning. So yeah, keeping that in mind, I did that. But yeah, it's
right,
very recent, so I still need to observe it.
yeah, yeah. And in the morning also, if you have a exercise routine or some practice, um, so that can balance your food cravings as well. So this is very normal for you to feel this, because you had a light dinner and you are a fire dominant prakriti, which
Hmm.
the fire needs some एक तरह से उसको बर्न होते रहने के लिए भी कोई लकड़ी चाहिए होती है, जैसे फायर को वैसे ही फूड का डाइजेशन होते रहने के लिए फॉर अ पित्त प्रकृति इट्स नेसेसरी दैट यू हैव समथिंग. इट कैन
Mhm.
ऑल्सो जस्ट बी dates, where some, or mishri or something that is not really food, but there is something that is given to the body to digest. So,
Yeah.
and I highly recommend for Vipin also. At some point, we can do this Vat Pitt Kaph analysis or diagnosis. And for Ashish, I feel that it's not necessary to change your evening food routine, but you can notice if the body is tired or not. So, and mind is overstimulated or not in the evening. So that's something that you can focus more on.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Got it.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank
Ashish.
you.
I think I also tried something that Ashish just mentioned.
Yes.
He 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I had dinner, and then, but sometimes if you have an early dinner, then and you are not feeling sleepy, and
Hmm.
then you after a couple of more
Daily.
hours,
Yeah.
then you won't feel sleepy because of hunger.
Hunger. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm hungry now. I want to eat something, and now I'm trying to sleep, but because of I'm hungry, I'm not able to sleep.
Yes.
Then in the night, midnight, 12 o'clock, one a.m., I had to have something like some cheese toast or Maggie or So I thought my entire effort is spoiled. That
Yes.
I try to do it. So I think
Yeah.
we should plan it like just 3 4 hours before we go to sleep. So we should have the dinner. There shouldn't be a big gap, like Ashish just mentioned, 5 o'clock. If I have 5 o'clock dinner,
Yes.
then probably I need to go to bed by 9 o'clock, 9:30 max.
Or and also
Because
have a walk. Like in India, people do that a lot. Like they go for a
yeah,
walk in
yeah.
the night after their dinner to walk and then actually digest the food that
So,
they've had, because people
क्योंकि
don't have
अगर
the habit of having a light dinner in India.
अगर
Especially
ज्यादा गैप
my relatives I've seen.
आई नो अगर ज्यादा गैप हो जाएगा तो फिर भूख की वजह से नींद नहीं आएगी.
Um, so it is all an experiment on yourself, though. So you
Right.
see,
Right. Yeah.
So what I'm not noticing in me is that um, मुझे एक्चुअली रात को आई डोंट फील स्टार्विंग
okay.
क्योंकि इट्स नॉट दैट कि आई एम नॉट ईटिंग एनीथिंग आफ्टर 5. आई एम एक्चुअली
Hmm.
ईटिंग जस्ट दैट आई एम नॉट ईटिंग रोटी एंड चावल.
Hmm.
I start starving this time,
Now.
like in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the morning. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. So let's not keep Ashish starving and move ahead with practice.
I've had something like I took peanut butter and I had a banana before coming to the
Okay.
session.
Okay, nice. Good to know. Okay, so we have Nitesh also here. He also would like to share some of his experiences and some of the um, insights regarding rest and recovery, and how sleep is important for the entire health, overall health. So give me a moment. So we can take a few minutes break. You can close your eyes, or you can go over some of your insights with this conversation. Or maybe if you want to make notes, you can do that. And we'll take a few minutes. Nitesh is right here, and we'll begin again.
Hello, good morning. If you're ready, you can turn on the camera and then we can continue.
Good morning, Nitesh.
Good morning, Vipin. Good morning, Ashish.
Sorry, sorry, I need to leave in 5 minutes. I told Ritika in advance that I have some volunteer work,
Yeah,
but yeah, she said, yeah, that's fine. You can attend for first 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Yeah,
okay, okay. No worries. So we'll be recording the session, so we'll
yeah,
start
I can.
the
Yeah,
recording. So
thank you, thank you.
only what happened in the recording, you will not able to ask questions, but you are connected on the group, you are connected to us, you can ask your questions after also. So, but see the recording and then you see what you don't understand or what anything if you find difficulty to uh, understand or follow, you can ask us. Okay. So we can help you better. Okay. Nice. Nice to see you, Ashish. Nice to see Swapnali. Okay.
Hi, Nitesh. Yeah.
Yes. Uh, I'm happy that what you understand now about like koshas, about the sleep, about the food, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. There's a very huge study about this and how it works on our body. Okay. I want to share some more details about my experience and also about how yoga like practices and this helps me to reach to that rest and recovery state. Okay. And this is very useful on a daily basis, or it is very useful, especially when someone is suffering from any injuries. Okay. Because for me also, I didn't notice in the beginning because I was practicing a lot and my body was tired and I used to get a good sleep. But I used to wake up on a certain time, not respecting that maybe I need more sleep or less sleep. I'm just waking up on a time because I have to go to work like that. So that means I'm not allowing my body to repair fully, but I'm just fixing that time. No, this time I have to wake up or this time I have to sleep. So I'm doing it. Or going on a bed also, like imagine like your body starts in a resting mode at 8 p.m. Okay, but you're going to bed on 10 or 11 or 12. There's no fixed time. So in this case is also the body is like needs more rest, but it doesn't reach to that rest state. Okay, it doesn't reach to that. So then it is like I feel we have this sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, or today's stress is very different than the stress we used to have like very long ago when we are like hunters and gatherers and different kind of animal instincts we have. Okay, we don't need like good 8 hours sleep. What we need is good rest. Okay, so whenever we do any physical exertion, we need some amount of rest to recover and recharge our body. And that was very natural earlier, that we are connected to that rest state. So you see, like some old people or some kids, if you notice they are yawning, they feel like resting, they sleep anytime. Whenever they feel like sleeping, they just sleep. Even we are talking, we are doing something, they just sleep. Why it doesn't happen with us? Because we suppress that feeling. We suppress that feeling because fitting in one structure of 9 to 5 job or any work related thing, though I need to be more productive, or my job is night shift, so I have to be active at night. So we are forcing to go against our natural rhythm of rest. Okay. So we have to see this how we can come back to that rhythm mindfully. Okay. In yoga, we say there is a pratyahara, is of withdrawing of senses. Okay. So you're working, you need senses to work. Okay. And when you're taking pratyahara, you're doing the withdrawal of the senses. So I'm purposely withdrawing my senses inward and listening what my body or mind is saying at that moment. Okay. Internally. And not giving freedom to the senses. Like if I'm hearing something and that noise is disturbing, most of the people say like, oh, there's a noise, I'm not able to sleep, right? But you can still able to rest if you withdraw the senses. If you're not focusing on the sound, but you focus on what is happening in within you, like taking deep breaths, doing a meditation. This all practices helps us to take a better sleep, like that. It's very simple. Okay. So practices definitely help, but how we need to understand a pattern, what we are doing wrong. Okay. Today's stress is very different. Okay. And if there's no stress, still like how Ritika said about overstimulation. When we are watching reels or when we are watching something, the content is half information, or maybe it's not something which is actually stored, but you're receiving a lot constantly. And now the brain has to do the function. Even it's not the proper function. You're not understanding everything, but brain is still working towards that. That is overstimulation, doesn't allow you to sleep. Lack of exercise when the body is not tired. Okay. Lack of food also, like when you're hunger or when you're overeating. In both the cases, what happened? Hunger is like you are still like now on that sympathetic nervous system. You can still go and search for the food. Okay. You are in that system, like I can still go and hunt for the food. Even it's night, it doesn't matter. Now I need that food. Okay. And after the food, I feel like now this is a gift. Like this is like I achieved. I'm good about this. Now I can enjoy this food and rest, like that. But if you're eating at wrong timings or overeating creates problem for the system, because system is still working to digest the food. So it's good that you're eating. It's good that you're sleeping after the food. It's good that the body is digesting, but how long it's digesting, that matters. How much is your rest and recovery? So imagine like you're eating at 12 o'clock and then you say like, I know I'm in a sleep. Yes, you're in a sleep, but your body is still digesting the food. Your body doesn't reach to that state of rest and recovery. And that reach is very late. And then you have time to wake up or you're oversleeping. Both the cases is not going to help. What yoga says about there is a time from 10:30 or 11 to 3 o'clock is the best time for us to sleep according to the weather or the condition you are. Okay, this is the best time. Now, to come to this best time, we need to adjust our work and screen time in such a way that at this time we will be in a deep sleep. Okay. So this is like very much important how we can structure this. And I know that with the work schedule we have, the routines we have, it's very difficult. But how much importance you give to your sleep, it matters. Because if you say health is the only thing, if you're giving importance to your health, then I feel more than the asana practice, your sleep is more important. Okay. Because I have personally noticed whenever my sleep is good, my asana gets better. Then only I have that energy to function, to use this body better. Whenever my sleep is less, my body feels looking for the asanas, which is very relaxing, not strenuous, or no any other physical activities which is strenuous, or mentally also. Those who are working mentally, you notice the moment your sleep is less, your mind works very differently. It doesn't work to focus, to bring your awareness in that situation. So yoga says about this very important way. You can share few things what you feel about my sharing right now, just like what you can connect, and that's what I want to share. That how you can calculate your sleep. It's I don't go more with the technique, like technology and thing to gadgets to calculate. It is very simple. How's your energy level? Because rest builds your energy. So do you have like a full energy when you wake up, or you have like very tired energy when you wake up? You feel like, no, I wake up, but I still need some 2 hours extra sleep or 1 hour extra sleep. That means your sleep is very less. Actual sleep. Not some, and people say like I sleep for 8 hours, but I still feel very tired. Now, what is the problem here? Yeah, when you sleep for 8 hours, but still your body doesn't recover, that means you haven't reached to that parasympathetic nervous system state, relaxing state. Your heart rates are high in the sleep. And sometimes you're dreaming, that dream, that subconscious mind when the heart rates are high. So your body is not in a resting state. Maybe it is resting for some time, but then again it's active. Yeah. So you want to share anything? Then we can, yes. Yeah. So deep breathing also, I can say like how meditation or pranayama helps is like if you notice like a small kid, when they are breathing, their abdomen is going up and down. Their chest or the lungs capacity is not developed so much, so they can deep breathe from the chest. Okay, so their breathing is mostly from the abdomen. Every inhale, you see the abdomen blows up and down. Okay, that is abdominal breathing in yoga practice, which whenever you feel like you want to rest, you just focus, lie down on your back, bend your knees, and take a deep breathing. Increase, inhale and exhale slowly, relax your belly. And you will notice within few breaths, your body comes to that rest and recovery state. Okay. I would really like to share about parasympathetic nervous system in the because in yoga anatomy and this thing we work more about that. Sometimes we just give asanas to activate that, but we never shared about the detail. That's why I want in a workshop like students can understand this. Uh, Asanas doesn't only work on your physical body, it work very subtle level also, like how the meditation, also you're withdrawing your senses and you're reaching to the state of oneness, that you're just connected to your heartbeats and the breath. You're coming to the subtle movement, what is happening in your body. That also bring you to the resting mode. And the opposite of is sympathetic, where is a fight and flight. So whenever you feel a danger or anything, you are like activity, like the blood rush towards your limbs. Okay. And parasympathetic is the opposite. When you are in a resting mode, the blood circulation come towards your abdomen and the center of the body, like a heart and the abdomen. So this helps you to in digestion of the food. So if you feel like your digestion is weak or something, that is also one of the reason like what you're eating, but your sympathetic or parasympathetic nervous system is disturbed. Due to the stress also, sometimes not a physical stress, but mental stress also activates your sympathetic fight and flight response all the time. All the time you're worried, stressed about something, and that creates a sympathetic nervous system active all the time. So you see, like your sleep is also not happening, your rest is also not happening. Every work you're just thinking about like mental stress. Okay, so you try to switch yourself. Okay, now we will do the practices and how these practices will help you to switch. Okay, so we'll come into a simple relaxing. You see, notice in a wildlife also how different animals rest. Okay, when we say yoga, like meditation, we always like sit straight. Okay, this is active relaxation. Okay, you are keeping your back straight and actively relaxing. But I want you to know, practice something which is passive. Flexibility is a passive relaxation. Okay, so come in a child pose, sit in Vajrasana, or if you're not able to sit comfortable in Vajrasana, you can put a pillow under your thigh and your ankle. Yes. If you can sit in Vajrasana, very nice. Vajrasana is a posture good for digestion. Now, automatically, you see in this Vajrasana, your back can be slightly straight but relaxed. And your whole energy is moving towards the abdomen, activating your parasympathetic nervous system. As you bend forward in a child pose, now you try put a pillow or something on your ankle or your hip if you find it difficult, or you can put a bolster in front between your knees to reach to that relaxed state. Yes, now stay in this position and focus on a gentle, slow, and long breath. Now I'm sharing about the asanas can help you in digestion and improving your rest and recovery. Continue paying attention on your breath. Even the workshop is happening, you can see that how you can receive just the instruction now and will not talk about more information and try not to process information now. So reach to just connection with your breath. Slow and comfortable breath, not very deep, forcing yourself, not very shallow. And slowly, slowly, you notice and start relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your spine, your head. This posture can be more comfortable with some help if you are having little difficulty with flexibility to reach. But whichever level you are is very good. Stay. Focus on your breath and continue paying attention on your heartbeats. The moment you bring your awareness to your heartbeat, notice your heartbeats as slow and fast. From fast if it's moving towards slow, just with the awareness of your breath, that state we are trying to achieve. Any discomfort in the posture, if you notice, you can still adjust yourself such a way so you can relax that muscle, because even one muscle is discomfort, you will notice that the breath can't be completely relaxed and the heartbeats also can't be completely slow and relaxed. Relax all the muscles. Those who are not comfortable can gently start coming back in Vajrasana. Take a deep breath. Yes, Ashish and Swapnal, you can turn on the mic and we can share just how you feel, like what is the difficult part to relax in this. Then I'll help you. Yes, Ashish.
I'm feeling sleepy.
Yeah, good.
It was really nice. Um, I think my breath was it was not very slow, maybe because of the posture, but it was consistent and I could be with it. I could relax my shoulders, my neck, um, my head, the part that was touching the floor, was a little, um, there was weight on it, so it wasn't that relaxed. I think my legs were also not that relaxed, but overall the body was nice and relaxed, and yeah, I feel better, like sleepy and better.
Nice, nice. So just like adding for your neck, okay. When we sit in any posture now, after few breaths or few minutes, body starts saying little more about the posture. Okay. The moment you start noticing, first few seconds you will not notice that the neck is paining or like the neck is not relaxed. So adjusting in a posture, like putting a pillow, adjust. If you see that the ankle is not, put a pillow or something. When I'm saying about relaxing, when we are in the flow of asanas is okay. Like for a flow you're going and then you're coming. When you're actually, this is more about yin yoga practice. It's like take the bolster, take the pillow, take the comfort, and then stay in the boat. There's an active stretch. Very passively you are holding the position. So body is getting flexible, but not like strained. Okay. So breath is good. Feeling sleepy is very nice. Good.
I don't feel much comfortable lower part of the body to sit in Vajrasana, and my upper body was still relaxed a little, but not so comfortable in sitting in relaxing in child pose.
Okay. Okay. Again, yeah. Good. So again, the adjustment with the pillow will help. Okay. For the lower body, like you're sitting with the bolster, so the height will be little high. Okay. So you're sitting on a bolster and you're cuddling a bolster or something in front of you also. So the body will be like, you see like how the leopards or the lions or anyone like other, they hugging the tree and sleeping. Okay, if they're lying down on the branch, okay, the legs are hanging, no movement on the legs. Legs are hanging and body is just surrendered to the branch like that. So imagine this pillow or the bolster is the branch and you surrender your body to that branch. Okay, no muscle movement required. Okay, find that question
So the bolster is like
in the center,
parallel to the body, like this is like
straight.
this. It's
Yes,
straight.
yes.
And we are
Hold,
kind of hanging on it.
yes,
Okay.
holding your torso basically.
Yeah, torso.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. The next posture we'll practice is lying down on your back. Okay. Now, most human way we rest is lying down on the back. So keep a camera angle such a way so I can see you and will not reaching to Shavasana. I'm just introducing the postures. Okay. So I feel like I can give you more time to stay in the posture, but I just want you to correct your alignment and then practice this. Okay. So first we'll practice abdominal breathing. And I just want you to feel that connection to that practice of that restfulness. So for abdominal breathing, we'll bend both the knees, we'll keep both the knees together, and we keep some distance between the feet, like a 1 foot distance or a little more. Ashish can bend both the knees. Yes. Yeah. You bring the heels more close to the hip. Yes. That's it. That's it. That's it. Not too close. Yeah. Now bring both the knees together, like let the knee fall on together. No, no, just the knee. Just the knees together and feet apart. More distance between your feet. Yes. So both the sides, the knees are falling on each other. Swapnali, increase your feet distance, knees together and feet apart. Yes. You can rest your right hand on your abdomen to connect to your breath. Keep your right hand on your abdomen. And here we are practicing abdominal breathing. So slow and long inhalation, peeling up your abdomen. Your abdomen will rise up as you inhale. And exhale, it will go in. Inhale, it rise up. And exhale, it goes in. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, it goes in. Inhale, it rise up. And exhale, it goes in. Now you're guiding your breath towards the abdomen. So first few rounds consciously you're doing. And slowly you reach to that parasympathetic nervous state where you don't have to control your breath, but you're still aware of your breath. So continue with abdominal inhale, the belly rise up, and exhale, the belly goes in. Inhale, the belly rise up. And the exhale, the belly goes in. Now bring your awareness completely to this breath and notice this breath, how it's traveling from your nose to your throat, to your chest, till the abdomen. and how it's returning back same way. Focus that your both nostrils are open or not, and how easily, comfortably you're breathing in and breathing out. Other palm also, your left hand, you can turn your palm facing upward and the muscles completely relax. The whole body, all the muscles are relaxed. You can feel the muscles surrender to your mat, and there's no efforts required. Be in this posture. You're letting go all the efforts. Slowly, you let go the efforts of breathing as well. You're just guiding, and the body will follow. Your right hand is also completely relaxed and just observing the natural movement of the abdomen with the breath. Any physical or mental, emotional stress you're holding. Now you bring your awareness to the exhale, and every time you exhale, you relax that physical or emotional stress. Any. Any thought which is not allowing you to reach to that state of relaxation, just keep an intention with every exhale. I will let go that thought and I'll allow my body and mind to rest. As you're focusing on your exhalation and letting go the things not allowing you to rest and recover. At least for this moment, we'll let go and we'll set a good intention for our body, mind. You can say to your body that I am calm and I'm experiencing peace. and I'm happy and content to experience peace. And relax, and I'm well in my body and mind. And accept and set intention that I flow through life with grace and ease. Gently, those who feel like stretching the legs, you can slowly, with little movement of your legs, stretching your legs towards Shavasana. Also, you can relax your right hand to the side, keeping a comfortable distance. Keep a little comfortable distance with your feet. Those who want to continue in same posture can stay in the same posture. The whole idea is reaching to the state of relaxation. In Shavasana, notice this body has done a lot. This body has gone through a lot physically, mentally, emotionally. But at this moment, this is also the practice of pratyahara, for removing all the senses. Shavasana, the literal meaning is a dead body posture. Experiencing death to enjoy the life more fulfilling. When you experience death, you release all the trauma and the tension from the body. And you're more open to the life and the joy. Focus on your body and allow this mind to scan, to see what is happening in the body. Simply pay attention on the muscles, on the joints, and start relaxing. Every time you bring your awareness to the muscle or the joint, you want to relax. Take an inhale and let this breath reach to that muscle. And with exhale, you set an intention to relax that muscle. If you still feel like adjusting any muscle which is or not comfortable, you can do that. and stay in the same posture even when there's an urge to move. We'll let go this urge also, that we don't have any control on our body. We just here with our breath and that subtle awareness of this body. Letting go any tension from the feet. Bring your awareness to soles of your feet. Bring awareness to your ankle, how your heels are resting on the ground. Focus on your calf muscles. Check your calf muscles, how is flattened and resting on your mat. Bringing your awareness to your knee and relax your knees. Without any movement, bring your awareness to your thighs and relax your thighs. You bring the awareness to the groin and the pelvic muscles, and we relax our groin and the pelvic muscles. And we bringing your awareness to the spine, from your tailbone. Slowly, slowly start relaxing and move up to the spine, the lower back, your mid back, your neck, and relax your spine. Just surrender your spine to the ground. Bring your awareness to your chest, your ribs. Relax your chest. Every exhale, you're surrendering all the energy, the efforts, and relaxing your body with each exhale. Bringing your awareness to your shoulders. Focus on your shoulders and release that stress on the shoulder, the responsibilities for this movement to respect your body. I allow myself to relax. Bring your awareness to your triceps, your biceps, surrendering the big muscles, relaxing your elbow, your forearms, paying attention on your wrist, bring your awareness to your wrist, your palms, your fingers, and relaxing your wrist, palms, and your fingers. Chanting will bring your awareness to our head, and we relax our face, pay attention on your chin, relax your chin, relax your lips, ears, tip of your nose. Bring your awareness to the tip of your nose. Feel your breath, that relaxed breath experience. Pay attention on your eyes. It's working a lot. Relaxing. Relax your eyes, eyebrows, relax your forehead. Now focus on your whole body. See your body from the outside and notice the whole body. This whole body is completely relaxed at the moment. You can visualize anything that makes you in a relaxed state, like observing nature, experiencing that subtle breeze touching your skin. anything that brings you the state of peace. Bring your awareness to the heart. See the relax. Hold yourself between that state. Allow yourself to relax, not going into a sleep. So even you're listening to my voice, come back to that state of very subtle awareness. Well, before we come to the moment, gently bring your awareness repeat the intention in your mind, respecting this body, allowing to relax and rest. I am calm, I'm peaceful, I'm content, and I'm happy with my body, my mind. I am well in my mind and my body. Repeating the intention, I flow through life with ease and grace. I relax myself and I will respect this body and mind and giving its own time to recharge and recover every day. Now, with very gentle movement of your fingers and toes, very slowly Bring your feet together and we gently turn towards the right side. Gently, we turn to the right side. Give us support to your head with your right hand, making a pillow of your right hand. Support your neck. This posture called Dradasana. Again, when we are in a small sleep, we practice this posture during the day also, like a small nap. Bring the knees slightly up, close to the chest, or then low, little. Notice the slow and easy breath. From Dradasana, you press your left palm on the floor, taking a very gentle support that the state of your mind will not change, will be not so active. So take a gentle support, slowly sit down in a comfortable position, keeping your eyes closed. Ashish, you can remove your specs, be comfortable. We'll continue this experience of rest now in a meditation with active relaxation. Sit with the comfortable spine straight. And again, we'll start focusing on our breath with a slow and long inhalation and a slow and long exhale. Bring your awareness to your shoulders and your back. Relax your spine. Bring your eyes closed. This practice will help you to actively relax. Small meditation you can do before you go to bed or any time during the day when you're physically or mentally you feel that you need a rest. Very simple. Keep your eyes closed. Bring slow and long inhalation and slow and long exhale. We'll practice Om chanting here. You can practice Brahmari or Om chanting. So anything is fine here. We'll take a slow and long deep breath. And with exhaling, we'll focus on three sounds A, U, and Ma. And we're trying to equalize the sound and the same breath. If your breath increase with the time is fine. Don't force yourself for the long breath. Take a long enough as you're comfortable and just focus on the slow and long exhalation. Your body is reaching towards that parasympathetic nervous system state. Okay, rest and recovery. Turn your palm facing upward. We exhale together. Inhale, take a deep breath. Just notice your breath and your heartbeats. If your breath and your heartbeats is calm and relaxed, this is the state of your active relaxation. Session with the Shanti mantra. You can ask questions if you have any. We exhale together. Inhale, take a deep breath. Vavatu Sanau Punaktu Saviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Deep breath. Exhale. Relax. Bend forward. Before you open your eyes, you rub your palms like and gently look up your eyes. Gently open your eyes and cup off your palm. Look at your palm first. Very slowly open your eyes, looking at your palms first. Thank you so much. So this is the simple practice. You can share your experience. I want you to practice this. Remember, any technique, practice whatever techniques connects with you easily without any efforts. Stick to that technique for a week, for a month, and see the changes in your sleep. Okay? You can share your experience, or if you have any questions, you can ask now.
Trataka also helps in deep sleep.
Yes.
Trataka.
Yes. So Trataka is another technique of candle gazing, moon gazing, sun gazing, or gazing, basically focusing at a one point, star gazing. What happened here that we are constantly on a screen which is very close to us and the brightness coming on our eyes. Okay, Trataka, like the candle or that flame is like 1.5 distance far from us. Okay, that's the minimum. Or you can see like star moon is again like very far distant. And you're constantly gazing at a point where little exertion comes in the eyes, and then you start tearing up. Parasympathetic nervous system also allows you to tear. When you see like in sleep, sometimes the tear comes, the saliva comes. This is the sign of the parasympathetic nervous system is active. So yogis have noticed this and then they try to use the technique to apply this. Okay, so how our eyes will tear? When we start gazing at one point, the eye starts tearing. When the eye starts tearing, it's cleansing the eyesight, but it's also activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is for the rest and recovery. And automatically you will reach to that state. So these are the different techniques I have used. But this is what the system, like what is happening inside. Whenever you are in a deep sleep, your parasympathetic nervous system is active. So you can research about it, read about this. We usually know about the body like little bit, but the whole intention of this workshop is to have a body awareness. So see that how you are aware of this different state. Thank you so much, Swapnali, for sharing about Trataka.
Thank you. And I feel more relaxed in breathing, abdominal breathing,
Nice.
and this Shavasana.
Very good.
Because in this Vajrasana, I don't feel comfortable. That's why it's not much relaxing. But this breathing, if we do it everyday basis, it will really help in sleep. But
Yeah.
we usually don't do. Only if there is a teacher we do, but it will help a lot. Pratyahara also.
So
In the
do
new,
yeah,
I knew, on the new that abdominal breathing is a pratyahara. Today I
yes,
experienced, I get this new knowledge.
yes,
But it's only breathing, but it also helps us to do the pratyahara also
yes.
together.
So every exhale, when we are withdrawing our senses, okay, every exhale, when we are releasing something, okay, I'm letting go of my stress, I'm letting go of my pain, I'm letting go of my worries. That is the pratyahara I'm removing, and I'm not receiving anything new. Like if there's someone calls your name, like, oh, Nitesh, wake up. So that is what, like, I received that senses and I took the action. But here in that Shavasana, where my body is in a dead position, I will not respond to it. What happened then? Then I receive it, but I didn't respond. That is pratyahara. Because your senses will be active. You can see things with your eyes. But what to receive? Is like this information is really important for me to receive, or all the time I have to receive, or I can just shut this. So when I close my eyes, I stop receiving the information like that. Yes,
So
Ashish.
is it more about not receiving the information or not responding to the information that is received?
Both the ways, like in meditation, you're not responding. So you're doing that tapa that my body is in a rigid state. I'm not allowing to respond. So because we are, this identity is connected to the name. So
Mhm,
anyone like far distance also calls your name, you feel like that I should respond. But I'm controlling that respond now.
mhm,
Just imagine if the birds are like saying, but birds language we don't understand, so we don't respond to that. Or if
mhm,
someone is talking in a different language, we will not respond to that. We will choose to sit and meditate. But if
mhm,
someone is calling my name and that identity is there, so that is the
mhm.
pratyahara I'm letting go of my
Okay.
that identity which is bringing this information, and I'm like getting that urge to respond, that I'm cutting off. In a meditation, in
Mhm.
Shavasana, in a Pratyahara, in general, is about letting go. Like, yeah,
Okay.
not holding or withdrawing your senses from
Mm.
activity. Like that.
Yeah, I also noticed, like for me, abdominal breathing and then Shavasana worked really well. And then after that, when we were doing Om chanting or Brahmari, I guess,
Yeah.
um, I actually found myself more in a state of like the rest is complete. Now I wanted to be more active. So I was a little, you can say, restless because it was not an active state in a way that the movements were not there. So I was like, for me, the rest was almost complete until Shavasana. That's what I felt.
Yes. Yes. So Om chanting is a again meditative state, is an active relaxation. I'm alert. I can sense, I can feel everything, whatever happening around me, but I choose not to move my body. So my body is in a resting state. If you have an injury or anything, na, in a meditation state, it's still recovering because I can't be in Shavasana my whole day. Okay. But I can be active and alert, still not using my muscles. So you see, like the body comes into that numbness or body comes into that deep relaxing state, but mind is alert, mind is active. If you want to think, you can think. But I prefer like not to think, but being in that state of meditativeness, which is activating your parasympathetic nervous system. So all these practices to develop our sleep is basically we are working on this parasympathetic nervous system. In parasympathetic nervous system, there is a nerve called vagus nerve, which is connected to the brain, to our heart, to our digestive tract. Okay. So when this nerve is activated, the work in a body changes. Like the muscle can't be active at the same time. Because when it's working on the digestion, the muscles can't be like work in the same way. So it's the opposite of sympathetic. Sympathetic is a flight and flight response. Like either I will fight or I will flight. So my body limbs needs the blood. But when this coming in, this is the system which is active. Okay, and the whole practices is bringing this system to active consciously. So if I want to activate, if I'm going through some hard time with my mind or body, I can activate the system 10 times in a day with these practices and I will feel much better. So we have this tool to like when we say like, oh, I'm anxious, I'm not able to sleep, I'm doing this, that, like, but practice and see the difference. That's exactly. So, and your body will say the truth. Body will speak the truth. Yes, Sapna, you want to share anything?
Actually, for me, I think all the other practices, my mind and my brain was all the time working and asking what next. I think I got used to that habit of doing that. What next, and how the things to be processed. But
Yes,
when I started, I think Om chanting, that just stuck it. That just made my everything on one place and just started concentrating on my the Om chanting only. There was no other thought was coming in my mind. Think
yes.
I should practice more Om chanting. That is what I am got to know from this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So during this all practices and the different tools, why I will tell you to choose a practice which connects to you. As Swapnali said, like Vajrasana is not comfortable. So not forcing yourself to reach that comfort. You adjust yourself and see. Sapna said like Om chanting works for me. So everyone, that's why there are multiple techniques of activating the same system in a different body. So you choose but the only way you can understand is through practice. So if I practice, I choose one tool and I practice for a certain time, then I say like, oh, this is working for me. Like Om chanting works for me. Japa meditation works for me, and it worked for me when in my injury time also. It healed me actually when I was not physically active to do anything, but I was meditating. So this is my personal experience I'm sharing, and I'm saying like you should give it a try to choose one technique that works for you, stick to it, and during the class, even online now, what happens that you're waiting for the next instruction, even you are in Shavasana. So the whole idea of sharing is you practice. When you are tired, lie down on your back, take this abdominal breathing, stretch your legs, and sleep. See that you reach to that sleep state or not, resting state or not. You don't need to. What I have said, like everything, you don't have to follow that way. You just have to reach to that state. Okay. And reaching to that state is just to following a simple focusing on the breath, deep breathing, abdomen, and slowly, slowly within few minutes, you will see yourself, you are in a resting state. And the moment you did this practice by yourself, then you know you're strong enough or you're potential enough to practice by yourself. Then you will not wait for the next instruction. Then you will wake up when you feel like waking up, like that. Now I have to wake you up because the class has to be over, right? So I wish that you follow this practice. This is more about learning and following. Yes. Thank you so much. Ritika, you want to share anything?
I want to share something about the Yoga Nidra practice. But like we are at 9 a.m. right now, so I just briefly shares that through actively relaxing the body, and then going into a deeper meditative state, and then going into a visualization, like visualizing a happy memory or visualizing nature, the way Nitesh guided that practice. And also another important part of that Yoga Nidra practice was affirmation. So affirmations is something that I've personally experienced a huge benefit of. So let's say there is something that you struggle with. Let's say you are struggling with sleep, and like that's the topic. So during that, going into a meditative state and then affirming something like, I right now I am calm. So in this moment I am calm. And when you affirm more of that in a state that is very meditative, you're able to prolong that feeling and you're able to feel more of that. You're able to basically, we are always in constant connection with the universe. So whatever energetically we feel inside, it is also manifested outside. So when we are feeling that calmness and we are affirming mentally, also we are recognizing and becoming aware of that calmness, it will also manifest outside in the world. So Yoga Nidra practice basically is for relaxation and getting deeper healing through even just 15 minutes of practice or 45 minutes of practice. But it goes into different stages. It goes from physical level to an energetic level to a mental level, and then coming back very slowly, slowly, slowly. So even here today, we have 2 hours, but it feels like for Yoga Nidra, we should allow as much time as possible, because you may remain in that state for as long as your body needs. So maybe your body needs 4 hours of sleep, like I mentioned in the earlier sharing, that one person after meditation, they actually remained in that sleep state for 4 hours. So it depends on your body. So you can practice Yoga Nidra on your own as well. If you find an audio, or maybe I can share on the WhatsApp group, and then that can, you do a regular practice of that. And once you know it, you don't necessarily need to follow an audio. You may know the steps that, okay, first I'm tightening and relaxing the body. Then I'm going into awareness of the body on the floor. Then I am going into the affirmation or setting of an intention. And then I am doing a visualization of something that is comforting, a happy memory. And then slowly again coming back to the affirmation, coming back to the body, coming back to the surrounding, the sounds around you, and then slowly, gently waking up. And why we end with the mantra or Om? is also again the same thing. Once you're in a very relaxed body, relaxed mental state, whatever you chant, whatever intention that you sow, it's like a seed that you're sowing, it will also manifest in the world. So you can actually do that for anything in your, like, may I be successful in work. So you'll affirm that, it goes into your psychology, it also manifests in the world. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for joining, everyone, and everyone who's joined and everyone who might see the recording. So everyone, may all of us be happy, healthy, peaceful, and calm. That's my intention for all of us.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ritika. And thank you so much for
Thank you.
organizing this
Thank you
workshop.
so much. Thank you,
Yes.
Nitesh and Ritika.
Yes. And please stay connected to us for more upcoming workshops. And if you feel like specifically, we can offer some personal sessions or group sessions regarding what you are going through, you can share.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
we can
that way
cater.
we can help a more better way. Okay. Not just like asanas, but the yoga and more beyond asanas, like we can share and see like how it's helpful and more take it as a learning than just like following and practicing, but take it as a learning and follow through your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I,
Happy
Bye,
Sunday.
Ashish. Bye, Swapnali. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Ritika, आप वो recording share कर देना योग निद्रा वाली. I'm
Yes,
looking for.
I will.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
notes also. Thank you.
Thank you.